Hello there. Welcome to Breakfast All Day. How is it going? I am Christy. That is Matt. That is Alonso. We care a lot. We do. And there's a new movie on Netflix called I Care a Lot, starring Rosamund Pike, and Matt is going to tell you about it.
So Rosamund Pike has a business where she gets put in charge of elderly people who, according to their doctors, can't take care of themselves. So she becomes the court appointed guardian or conservator, as we've talked about in other shows on an earlier podcast. And turns out that she then, because she's in charge of somebody, she can take all their money and sell all their assets to pay for their care. And she's got this tiny little business going. And then one of the doctors that feeds her patients says, "Oh, I've got a real find for you. Somebody who's got plenty of money, owns her house outright, no family to speak of." Played by Dianne Wiest, which is your first clue that, like, oh, this is not going to be the cherry that they think it is. So they, Rosamund Pike locks her up in a home and they treat her really badly, and shit goes sideways real quickly and really badly. Turns out that, I don't want to spoil what's really going on, but as you could guess from the casting, there's much more going on. Lawyers get involved. Then some more dangerous people get involved. There are twists and turns left and right. This movie comes off like, oh, I like Gone Girl, but it needed to be nastier. This is that movie. I loved this movie. I thought it was great. Like, nobody's a good guy in this, and it's bad people doing bad things to each other. And sometimes I really don't like that, but I really liked it here. Rosamund Pike, I can't imagine anyone else in this role. She is such the ice queen in this that she's perfect. I thought this was great. I would caution people, if you're thinking about seeing this, try not and get too deep into trailers or anything, because it's going to really reward you. There's some great supporting roles here. Chris Messina, Peter Dinklage, who I think has never been more terrifying. I really like this movie.
Alonso did not like this movie that much.
I didn't, because I think that it is. I agree with you. It is trying to. It is bad people doing bad things, and who's going to sort of outmaneuver and outbad each other, which is fine, and that's great. But I think that it can become really just sort of ugly and cynical, which is where I think this movie goes, because they want to have this sort of like game recognized game, con artist v con artist thing going on, but like at the heart of it is like actual innocent people having their lives just destroyed. Not just the old people who are being stripped of their agency and their money, but like their loved ones who are now barred from seeing them because that would mess up with, like Rosamund Pike's things. So it's one thing if it's like the Wolf of Wall Street or something, where it's like you don't necessarily get a ground level view of who's being like fucked over by these, criminal, these utterly, morals free people. But when you see like Dianne Wiest getting taken out of the swanky home where she's been loaded with drugs and thrown into like a psychiatric care, into like what's essentially a padded cell, it's like, this isn't fun, this isn't charming, and I don't know, I felt like it wanted to have the sort of feeling of kind of a caper con movie, but it was so ugly that I just wanted everyone to drop dead.
It is hard to root for anybody here, because like, who do you want to get away with this? Which criminal do you want to get away with this? The writer-director Jay Blakeson, who also did The Disappearance of Alice Creed, which was cool. And he did
the Fifth Wave, which is not good.
He said that he read articles about this exact kind of like elder abuse and scam, and was so infuriated by it that he wanted to make a movie about it. So that, I think, is his driving force here. And by making it like super slick and entertaining off the top, that kind of sucks us in and allows the real bite of the true ugliness to shine through. My problem with it is that it tries to soften Rosamund Pike's character in time, and tries to like emotionally justify why she does what she does. And like, I don't need that. Making her a total monster, I think, is more impactful. Making it so that it's just about the money. I think that makes its point more strongly than trying to justify this really horrific scheme that she has.
And to be fair, I mean, or to be clear, to be fair, I don't need someone to root for. Like, I'm fine with a movie full of amoral people, but like, you know, to me, it felt like it was wanting to eat its cake and have it too. That said, Rosamund Pike perfectly cast here, absolutely diabolical, and is just right. Peter Dinklage, great. Dianne Wiest, great. Messina, his couple of scenes. Like, I mean, this is all well done, and I just felt like tonally it didn't quite nail what it wanted to, and it either should have been like even more horrible, or like then not try to make us emotionally invested in the marks, or else it just kind of muddies the water.
There are a lot of surprises here, though, as far as who people are and what their true nature is, and that is cool. Like, I love everything we see from Dianne Wiest. The Chris Messina scene is the highlight of this film.
That when scene, when
he goes to her office. And he tries to buy her off, and he tries to threaten her, and like they're just matching each other barb for barb, and the timing is so great. He's so cool and slick and like ickily menacing.
It's like Double Indemnity, that scene.
Yeah, and then like once they decide, okay, I know who you are and you know who I are, and they like who I am, and they drop the ruse of trying to be polite. It's thrilling. Like, that whole scene is the highlight for me. And her clothes, her blunt cut,
that
like,
hair, oh my God,
bob, and like all her like monochromatic power suits. And anyway, so a lot of care is taken to fleshing out who she is in a multitude of ways. Matt, go.
Messina's suits are hilarious in this, and but also like that scene you're talking about between the two of them. Like, there's this professionalism. It's like watching a couple of prize fighters, right? Like, or there's
circling
this
each
duel
other
that's going on that's just delicious to watch. And similarly, like, you know, her first scene with Dinklage is like that too. Again, like Dinklage really showcases him being able to do a lot by doing a little, right? Like, you know, he's like, I don't like being angry. And then he'll just look. Change his look a little bit, and it's terrifying.
He is low-key terrifying in this. We should also mention, is it Eiza González? Is that how you say her name? The actress who plays her girlfriend,
and
her partner. She was also in Baby Driver.
Oh, right.
And so again, like, that relationship and her presence try to like flesh this out and warm it up emotionally in ways that like don't really work.
Yeah.
And eventually Rosamund Pike just becomes like superhuman in ways that are distractingly impossible, but I don't want to get into more.
Yeah, no, I agree with that too. So
anyway, so I'm saying 7 because I dug it for a while. I had fun.
Did I say 5.5?
You said 5.5.
5.5.
What did I say? I said 9.
You said 9.
Yeah, I thought this movie is great. Like, I saw that it was like the emotional stuff. I thought a little bit was like her trying to convince herself she actually had emotions. But then there's this, oh, well, we can't keep running. We have to, you know, it's not a matter. It's more practical, the decisions she makes. So, yeah, I totally bought this. I really, really dug it. It's grotesque in a way that it made me think of the way Danny DeVito directed War of the Roses, that everybody's despicable.
Yeah, but that's a much better movie.
Well, I don't agree. I think that, like, I was impressed that I was this interested in everybody being despicable.
Also,
So,
the scene at the convenience store is really funny. Like the details of what happens at the convenience store. Anyway, so our number is 7.2.
How does she have cash at that convenience store? Anyway, thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay, talking about WandaVision, talking about Bridgerton. And just a quick reminder, I Care a Lot is now streaming on Netflix. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.